Hi, this is Kelly. Welcome to The Skinny. We haven't seen you in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I have ugliness to share. Over the last 2 weeks, I've gained 6 pounds. Ugly, ugly, ugly. Not at all happy about it. Ended up missing a meeting, not weighing in, weighed in yesterday, and got the shock of my life. Did not anticipate 6 pounds. I don't think I've ever gained that much and we were in Spain, I did. So, but that was 2 weeks of drinking and eating. And
Well, you spent 2 weeks clearly of eating and drinking.
I actually was a little shocked. I expected about 3 pounds, but I'm going to own it and realize again, for me, it pointed out missing meetings is a slippery slope.
I'm Kim. I gained 3, which I expected because we had our food and wine classic. We had our food and wine classic, so clearly my 100 is still now a little farther out of reach. But we'll get to that because I kind of had a little bit of an epiphany on that.
She did.
So I was okay. I'm totally okay with that.
I'm not okay.
I expect to lose it this week.
I'm not okay with 6 pounds, but I'm in acceptance mode and I'm moving on.
What else can you do?
What else can you do? I had my moment of, I can't believe that. What did I gain? And I said to Kim at one point, this is really funny. I said, I think I gained 3 pounds in one leg and 3 pounds in the other. And she just was like, you're ridiculous.
Sometimes you just gotta laugh.
You do.
I mean, what else are you gonna do?
Laugh, cry. I mean, at this point, it comes to, Dan, we've been doing this for so long, and you want to resist beating yourself up because it's not productive.
It's not.
And I realize beating myself up is not productive. It is what it is. Move on and work hard to get rid of it.
I kind of had a little epiphany after the whole being only 0.4 away
After chasing the 100
after
pounds.
chasing it and like being the same 1 week, being losing 0.2 the next week. It was kind of, I was getting myself up into a state, as you guys realized from that last video. I had kind of had myself worked up over the number.
Yeah.
And I kind of had an epiphany after that week that I'm letting the scale have a little too much power.
Yeah.
And that's not good. It should not have that kind of power. It's a tool. It's supposed to help me get where I want to get by reminding me where I'm at and what I've done so far. It's not supposed to defeat me.
No.
And I was letting myself feel that way. So I decided that I'm going to just really work on, and I was actually glad I gained. You know what? Sometimes you need to because you need to be reminded.
Sometimes you need a kick in the pants. I think maybe
Yes.
I think I also needed a kick in the pants too. I think I'd become a little oh gosh, what's the word I'm really looking for? I think I just complacent.
Yeah.
We've talked about complacency.
We have. I mean, it happens.
And I got a little complacent. It happens.
Well, and I've gotten to where I've changed my relationship with food in the way that I don't eat when I'm stressed and I don't eat when I'm emotional. I don't do those things anymore.
No.
That part of my relationship with food has changed.
Yeah.
So now I need to change my relationship with the scale.
Yeah.
I need to let the scale become what it was initially, which was something that was a tool to kind of get me through. But as you get closer to goal and you start to lose less and less as you go, because you have less to lose.
Yeah.
I started to give it more power than I should have.
And I think I did the same thing. I think we were both in the same place for different reasons. Hers chasing her 100 and me chasing my goal. Because I also became fearful about approaching my goal. So, I mean, I don't know, was there a little self-sabotage in there? If I'm honest with myself, maybe. But that fear of that, what I've been reminded of this week is really, really, truly in the last week and a half is that how far I have come. When it really comes down to it, when you're sitting there and you reach a milestone at a meeting, they ask you what got you here. Yeah. Before, my answer would have been tracking and planning. The rote answer that really, duh. I mean, if you weren't doing those things, you wouldn't be sitting there and you wouldn't have lost whatever that milestone was. It's true.
But when it comes down to it, what will have gotten me there, I'm going to be able to say now with absolute certainty, is commitment and persistence.
And
those are what will have gotten me there.
Something else in there. Honesty.
Yeah, true.
Honesty.
True.
But you know what? This gain I've had,
get some honesty happen in here.
Well, I will say, I will have moments along this journey. This will happen again. I guarantee you the scale will get me again. It's not going to be something I'm going to learn from the first time, the second time, the third time. I'm going to have to really work to really take the power from the scale. I know this will happen again.
Well, I mean, everybody
you just know.
experiences tough times and a gain. Like, I mean, a 6-pound gain is extreme.
But what did I say to you after you told me it? I said, you'll take it off next week.
You'll take it off. It hit me in the face. But I think I needed a little bit of a shake up in this complacency I've been in this, again, chasing a goal, but fearful of goal. And I just think I need a little bit of a slap in the face.
You'll have this happen again.
Oh.
But maybe next time we'll both handle it a little better.
Yeah.
Because it's happened before, and sometimes you have to have things happen again and again and again.
Yeah.
To reach the point where you finally, it takes sometimes once doesn't quite cut it.
No, man,
learn something.
My gain before, when I gained that much weight during my weight loss journey, I gained 6 pounds. We were in Spain for 2 weeks. I knew going in, I knew I was going to gain weight.
Well, you give yourself permission to.
I gave myself 100% permission to drink and eat as I chose. 100%. These last 2 weeks, there wasn't that I give you permission to gain 6 pounds
and there
or
were
whatever.
Events, and I know you had a lot of eating out going on there.
I
did. And a big event that was a food-based event.
It was. And I was being honest. I knew I would gain some weight.
But you just didn't expect it to be.
But if I had stepped back and said, okay, Kelly, be uber honest with yourself. You're using that. You missed a meeting because you were at this event. You let that be your slippery slope and push the boundaries of what you should have been eating and drinking.
But in the grand scheme of things, is it okay?
Sure.
Is it going to destroy your life?
It's not
gain 6 pounds.
I'm not going to die. I am not going to stop. I'm not going to stop doing Weight Watchers. I'm not going to let it derail me permanently. It's
a week-to-week cluster. Every week is going to present something new.
Yeah.
And you're either going to
It was a blip. It's a blip
you're
for
going
me.
to...
It's a blip, but I'm moving forward. So, I mean, that's, I guess, it's funny because you have that initial moment of, oh my God, horror. Yeah, no, I'm sure I was like, I'm sure the look on my face was horrified. And I'm sure, they're weighing me in, and I'm sure the look on my face was
and they're probably waiting for you to start crying at this point. They're thinking, oh my God, start sobbing.
It was really just shock. Because
I was glad you weren't sharing scale.
I wasn't
sharing. She makes things better.
She does make things better. But I think she saw the shock on my face because I expected probably 3 pounds. I think she saw the shock on my face.
Yeah.
Because I didn't expect
She always knows what to say.
But I will say, 100% honesty with myself right now, I should have expected a 6-pound gain.
Sure.
Let's be honest. And
she actually kind of looked at me, and I kept waiting for her to say, and how did you get off with just a 3? I kept waiting for it. I kept waiting for her to say, how did I get a 6 and you get 3?
But I was being honest with myself. And we're not always together. And I gotta watch me, and I gotta be honest with me.
And I will say,
I ate out more.
And at work, I take my lunch. I eat out 1 time a week at work. We have one lunch a week rule.
Don't eat out as much as I did the last 2 weeks. Again, slippery slope because I miss my meeting. Don't miss meetings. That's my big thing. And that's, I know that about myself. I just used it and let it be my slippery
And just,
slope.
I think I've realized I'm going to have to constantly work not to let the scale have as much power. Because, oh my God, look where I'm at. She's going through her closet currently, and the stuff from last winter fits me now.
Yeah, so we're just kind of doing that.
That is a huge, huge deal. That's bigger. That's the fact that I can wear your last season's clothes that I wanted last year, and I'm like, oh, I love that sweater, but I couldn't wear them. Now I can.
Good for us this weekend to kind of do that because it's been of course, you need that little reaffirmment that see where you are. Don't let it defeat you. Pat yourself on the back for how far you've come.
Ways to see the success other than the scale. And having clothes that I wanted last year and couldn't wear and now can is a huge deal. And I need to start really putting a lot more emphasis on those things than just what the numbers say.
And how you feel. And how you feel. I mean, I feel good. I feel...
Except for this whole allergy thing going on.
Oh, my Lord.
I'm all swollen and puffy. Zyrtec is not helping.
We're puffy.
We are puffy people right now. Zyrtec is not doing its job. It is
Cincinnati. We always expect
Cincinnati.
this come October.
So I think with our 2 weeks
Yep.
of what do we learn?
What do we learn? The scale needs to not have as much power as we're giving it.
Don't miss meetings.
Don't miss meetings.
And what else? Honest with yourself.
Yes.
Even though I'm not sure. I'm always honest with myself, I feel. But I think I let my honesty come a little later this time. I kept pushing it back. And maybe I just said, what the hell, I'm having pizza.
Yeah.
And I just did it. You know, it happens. And I need to move on.
It was, but we're both having so far the start of very good weeks. I feel really good about I feel really in control.
I miss when that feeling of control.
Yeah.
is
And
pretty,
routine
and it is really powerful for me. So feeling that back here, it makes me feel good.
It's
that's where I want to live. You know.
When you're off the
wagon,
the wagon for, you know, and I don't mean like off it, like, you know, you're eating everything in sight.
No.
I don't mean that kind of off the wagon. But when you're having more events and you're having
when you've
more,
fallen off and you just had to climb back on.
yeah,
Is that what you're saying?
when you're having those things where you're like, man, this week was just kind of crazy and I didn't eat my normal way and I didn't have my normal routine, you kind of really, when you get back to it, you think, oh, comfort.
Yeah.
It's comfortable to be back in your normal routine.
And that is something that when you're on Weight Watchers for so long, you do get there. You do get that this is who I am and this is the way I'm going to live. I know initially when you start Weight Watchers, it's not, it doesn't
people are like, I got to live like this for the rest of my life. Seriously?
You don't have,
and they ask in the meeting, this is basically, some people are like, I'm going to have to really live like this. Yes, you are.
Yeah. And once you accept that, and again, you learn to love the things you eat.
You do.
And I do love the power that you feel.
Thing. She introduced me to a pizza this week that I'd never had before. It's delicious. But I will say, one piece is kind of like 2 regular pieces of pizza. I got a New York style pizza. And I have to say, I looked at her and I said, you know what? I could have this once a month. And I would really love to have this once a month, and I would just count it. Because usually pizza I've been happy to give up for the most part, because the pizza, like the delivery pizza we have around here, I'm like, it's all right.
And that's the thing, unless it's utterly delicious, it's just
not
not
bothered. But you know what? This was utterly delicious. So now I know that maybe once a month we may plan to go and have pizza at this place, and I will enjoy it, and I will count it, and I will be loving every minute of it. And it's okay.
Yeah. So it's like you just what kind of rules am I following?
Yeah.
And this is who I am. You know,
you pick what you can't do without. Deliciousness must be the big thing.
We talked about that.
Her meeting.
It's got to be delicious. You know, like a donut, a crappy donut. It's not worth the points. It has to be a pretty darn delicious donut for me to eat it. Same with cake. If I take a bite of cake and it's crap, I'm not eating
chocolate.
it.
So not worth it. It's not worth crappy chocolate. So not
but
worth
I didn't used to say that. It didn't matter if it was any good. I'd eat it anyway.
True.
So those are all those things that come with doing this for so long, and it just becoming ingrained in who you are and how you eat and what you think. Your relationship with
but
food.
I'm going to tell you, I've already started planning for Halloween. Because I'm for Halloween freaks.
Yes.
So I already know there will be no Reese Cups, Hershey bars. That I consider good chocolate because it's loveliness.
We're giving away ring pops.
Yeah, we're giving away ring pops and Play-Doh, the little mini Play-Dohs, because we don't eat those.
We're not going to have Butterfingers, and we're not having those in that.
That's a slippery slope. I admit it.
Do not have good Halloween candy in your house.
I'm sorry. I mean, and that to me, Halloween candy, there's nothing like it.
It's delicious.
And Halloween chocolate candy, there's nothing like it. We just can't have it. And I've just decided I gotta hit the Sam's and get the big box of ring pops.
Yep. Ring pops for everyone.
Give out the Play-Doh, give out the ring pops. And the ring pops we did last year too were a success.
Kids love them.
They love them.
And speaking of delicious,
we
have some food finds this week.
A lot of pumpkin spice coming out.
This one is delicious.
It's the Life cereal, which we both love. We've given up Life. Because it is high in points.
Higher than Cheerios.
It is. So we've pretty much given up Life for the most part.
But pumpkin spice Life?
We had to try it.
Oh my goodness.
3/4 of a cup is, what, 5 points? 4 points, but 3/4 of a cup.
3/4 of a cup. But I would mix this with plain Cheerios just to get the. I mean, it's really good.
It's really, really
good.
So
I would take this and mix it with a cup of Cheerios.
For like a dinner. That's a lot of cereal.
That's a lot of cereal. That would be, or this would be a small bowl of cereal I would eat in the morning by itself.
you know, it's delicious.
And I will say I have seen Frosted Mini Wheats, pumpkin spice, and I have seen what else in pumpkin spice? Special K, pumpkin spice.
Yeah, the Cheerios are good.
Pumpkin spice. I can't buy all of you.
It's just fabulous.
It is really just
okay.
fabulous.
So another new find.
Love the Laughing Cow.
We we talk about it all the time. We're obsessed. It's our condiment. It's our
cheese.
It's everything.
French onion.
French onion.
I've never seen a French onion.
So we're gonna try it.
Yeah.
We have not tried it yet.
I'm sure it's been out a while, but it can't be this.
We're taking one
but
of
I've never seen it.
our little bagel alternative bagel things,
which
cut
are
this.
delicious.
They are delicious.
Thank you. While you're cutting, did you get a cheese out already?
I have a cheese out.
Okay.
And I'm gonna give us each a little bagel.
Okay.
Little side. This is each one of these little bagel halves for these little mini bagels.
Okay.
Is a half a point. And then here is a half.
Well, they're really 1 point. Even
Oh.
with a half, you still pay a point. So just accept.
Just accept it and move on. Here's your cheese.
Count it and move on. You're gonna eat this much cheese?
Well, that's what you get.
Okay.
You get what I give you.
Okay, that's a lot of French onion.
It's a lot of French onion, but
we're making a mini sandwich of it.
We're making little mini half bagel, baby bagel things. Is it good? You taste the French onion?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
I do.
I taste the French onion. It's really good. I'm a French onion girl.
Oh, me too.
But of course I had to give up French onion.
French onion sun chips.
Oh my.
They are delicious.
This has a really good French onion flavor. It's not overpowering.
No, it's not.
But I really like it. I think it's my new favorite.
We found it
on the Asiago one, but this I think is my new favorite.
It's my new favorite. We found it at Jungle Jim's.
I've
not
never
seen it
seen
anywhere else.
Anywhere else. So you guys might have seen it before already. You also have something really delicious to share. We don't have the bag though.
A friend of ours I work with, she was telling me about some puffs, baked mac and cheese puffs.
The name says it all.
They're called Snickiddy, Snickiddy. Okay,
Snickiddy?
baked mac and cheese. We threw the bag away. We weren't thinking.
No. But they're like
Here's
these
what they look
little
like,
mac
and they're called
cheese
puffs.
Let me see if I can get another better angle for you.
And that being said, I'm going to give you the breakdown pointage. For 1 SP, you get 21 puffs. For 2 SPs, you get 36 puffs.
Kind of crazy.
For 3 SPs, you get 50 puffs. And for 4 SP, you get 65 puffs.
Kind of insane. The bag is like this.
I mean, it's giant. It's like
a huge
Sam's.
bag.
But the thing is, my friend does is she takes like however many puffs, how many points she wants to allot for the day for the puffs, and she just has them throughout the day. Like she'll put them, as
on her
a
desk
snack
and-
throughout the way out the day, and that works for her. So the only place I've ever seen them is Sam's. So I don't have a Sam's card. I have Costco, but I have a friend who has Sam's,
picks it
so
up for
she's going to get them for me.
We'll show you the bag when we get it.
Yes, I should be getting another bag relatively
And we
soon.
will post it on our Pinterest page under products we love.
Yes, and I will actually probably end up adding it as well.
I can't
to
stop
connect.
eating this. This is delicious. So good. This is my new favorite. I'm obsessed with the French onion.
I'm loving it. You could totally dip the little pretzel thins in there too, and they would be delicious.
It's good. I love French onion dip.
Me too.
I haven't had that.
You know, you really could take some fat-free sour cream, kind of melt some of it,
Add
not
that,
melt it, but
or
let it soften.
soften.
Mix it in and make like a dip.
It would be really good.
Do fat-free sour cream, and then really make it like a French onion dip.
We need to get Laughing Cow people.
Yeah,
To
make
do
dips.
a dip. Laughing Cow, do you hear us? Do a dip.
Dip.
We would like a dip.
Because then fat-free dip.
Ooh, yeah.
A fat-free dip.
See a fat-free Laughing Cow cheese dippy thing.
Ooh.
I think they should hire us and have us be taste testers.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Well, it's light. I could be a taste tester. I just count my points.
Somebody in our meeting said, now that you said taste tester, if I swallow, does that count as a point?
I've had this conversation with people at work.
We were like, because if something's not good and you spit it out,
You gotta count it.
you gotta count it.
I don't know. That's the age-old question.
That is a question.
Because I have to confess, if I put a bite of cake in my mouth
And it's not good?
I will
It's
spit
coming
it
out.
I will spit it out because I don't even want. I want to. It did never happened because I'm not going to waste my points.
You're not gonna eat any more of it.
No. So
Yeah.
sorry. So what do you guys think? We will see you hopefully some
Lighter.
of the 6 pounds lighter later. And we'll enjoy your week. Bye.
Bye.